Are some of your habits ruining your life? Let's dive into changing these negative habits into positives. These ingrained patterns of thought and behavior, often operating beneath the surface, influence our lives profoundly. Consider the positive impact of habits like regular exercise, mindful eating, or dedicated study. But what about their counterparts, the insidious habits that chip away at our lives? Procrastination, avoidance, negative self-talk, the list goes on. The first detrimental habit we're going to dissect is making assumptions. The human mind loves to fill in the blanks, constructing narratives to impose order on chaos. While this can be valuable, it can also lead us down perilous roads. When we make assumptions without sufficient evidence, we build a fragile house of cards. This can have disastrous consequences in our relationships, careers, and personal lives. So how do we break free from this habit? Cultivate a healthy sense of skepticism towards our own thoughts and interpretations. When you find yourself jumping to conclusions, stop and ask, what evidence do I have to support this belief? Next, let's tackle chronic indecisiveness. This is the inability to make decisions without agonizing over every possible outcome. Chronic indecisiveness is a form of paralysis, keeping you trapped in inaction. Every moment spent agonizing over a decision is a moment you could be moving forward. Often fueled by fear of making the wrong choice, inaction is also a choice, and often the worst one. Let's talk about setting goals. Without goals, we lack direction, becoming like ships adrift at sea. Setting goals provides a framework, a sense of purpose, a North Star to guide your actions. Many of us wander through life without a clear sense of where we're going, leading to dissatisfaction. It begins with introspection, understanding our values, passions, and aspirations. Let's talk about procrastination. The art of putting things off, delaying the inevitable, believing we'll have more time tomorrow. Procrastination is seductive, promising ease now while tightening the noose of obligation. Often rooted in fear, we avoid tasks to mitigate potential pain or discomfort. But procrastination amplifies these negative emotions, making tasks loom larger and more menacing. It becomes a source of constant stress, a weight on our shoulders. So how do we break free? Cultivate a proactive, empowered approach to our responsibilities. Let's delve into the habit of avoidance. This is the tendency to run from our problems, distracting ourselves rather than confronting difficult realities. Avoidance can manifest in many ways, from social media scrolling to addictive behaviors. Our problems grow larger the longer we keep them shrouded in denial. What starts as a manageable challenge can spiral into a crisis if left unchecked. Think of it like a debt. The longer you avoid it, the more overwhelming it becomes. Let's talk about the habit of blaming others. This is the tendency to attribute our misfortunes to external factors, avoiding responsibility. Blame provides temporary solace but robs us of our agency and power to change. When we externalize blame, we relinquish control of our lives, becoming victims of circumstance. This leads to bitterness, resentment, and helplessness. Even in genuine adversity, we always have a choice in how we respond. Let's talk about inconsistency. This is the tendency to start strong but lose momentum, reverting to old patterns. We embark on new endeavors with hope and determination, but doubts and excuses creep in. Our brains are wired to conserve energy, seeking the path of least resistance. Change requires effort, breaking free from established routines. When we don't see immediate results, our brains rebel, whispering seductive lies. Consistency is key to achieving long-term goals. Let's delve into the need for control. This is the tendency to micromanage every aspect of our existence. A desire for control stems from our need to feel safe and secure, but excessive control leads to anxiety, stress, and feeling overwhelmed. Life is inherently unpredictable, and we can't control everything. Trying to control everything is futile, leading to exhaustion and disappointment. Embrace the beauty, spontaneity, and serendipity of life. Let's talk about dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Our minds are time-traveling machines, but this can become a source of suffering. Dwelling on the past chains us to events we can no longer change. Worrying about the future relinquishes the peace of the present moment. The past is gone, the future is uncertain, and the only moment we have is now. Let's address trying to be someone you're not. This is the tendency to conform to others' expectations, seeking approval and validation. Authenticity is magnetic, drawing others to us when we are true to ourselves. When we try to be someone we're not, we create a disconnect between our inner and outer worlds. This leads to loneliness, isolation, and a sense of emptiness. True connection happens when we show up as our authentic selves. Well, there you have it. 10 habits that could be undermining your life. Recognizing these habits is the first step towards change. Which of these habits resonated with you the most? Let me know in the comments. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up and share it. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for future uploads. Remember, the journey to a better life starts with a single step.